Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gotten this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. Seek again your destination. Hello everybody, I'm Master Wabbit and let's keep playing Pyre. Previously, we did a whole lot of lore dumping, essentially learning about the Sea of Solace, got our little wagon to be seaworthy, and then we beat a bunch of worms that ended up arguing amongst themselves in the middle of the match. So this time, let's see where we go. Triesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the Deathless Tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Tempest raging in the Sea of Solace seemingly for all eternity. The storm that arose after the death of the sea titan Unfathomed Plurns never has entirely subsided. Oh boy. Can't we go around it? Don't think that's going to be possible. Given our confrontation with the Pyre Hearts, our chances back into worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll be just another day on the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the Deathless Tempest. Oh boy! Hey girl, what's up? Among the Black Wagon's seafaring equipment, Rookie seems to have removed the ringing part. Alright, Faye, what's up? Oh, hi, mister. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Hedwin for a while there, you know? He was so kind to me when we first met. Him and Mr. Dariel and Mr. Greentail and you too. But I just really like him. She sighs. She seems happy to be here. Say, do you, She trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? Faye is wondering if you think Hedwin likes her. If she is wondering how Hedwin feels about her, she should just talk to him. Faye should know Hedwin enjoys her company, but may not share her feelings beyond that. There must be a way to redirect her attention to something less awkward. Okay, I am like the least sociable person almost ever. But if you like someone, you just gotta tell them. You suggest to Faye that if she has certain feelings for Hedwin, that she should let him know. It is a rare privilege to feel loved. She stares at you a moment. Then she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, mister. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Like I said, I'm real bad at reading people. Besides, I think that's maybe he's a little old, you know? I'm going to check his biography. And if I see a number that I don't like, I'm going to slap you, Faye. I'm going to go cheer him up. This is a funny story. She bounds off, leaving you to ponder what just happened exactly. Faye gains +1 hope for the next rite. Alright, what does she mean by a little old? Oh, it doesn't say his age. I'm not seeing age anywhere. Alright, fine. You're free from getting slapped. Lightly. I would never, like, hurt a woman like that in real... You get the idea. Alright. Let's go along. The south current towards Storm Wall brims with large sea creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Or we go along the Ragged Rock. The north current towards Storm Wall passed by old carcasses of ship long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area, believes there could be valuables to find. You know what? I think we need to get something for the slug market. remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody. Let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it, now do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Continue searching the wreckage? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's risk it. You suggest it may be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chump. Now let's see what we can get. I don't know if this is random or not. After an exhaustive search? Sorry, chump. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down here. Jodario fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Jodario lost one hope for the next right. Oof. Well, that was a bad choice. But still, choose it I did. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Oh no, is it that one monster outside of Helm's Deep, the Watcher of the Deep, or whatever it is? Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. Oh no, it's even worse. What is it now, Wyrm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Okay. Can you believe this, Hedwyn? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor and the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of auras. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. One of the downside celestial landmarks, a carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Dazraban, lost in the waters of the downside. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled with these waters. Jodario pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want to bring this thing along? I'm adding and removing words because I'm lazy in reading, alright? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jodario glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the deathless tempest, then he can come along. For now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Tentatively agree to whatever he is asking so we can get on with it already, or it is not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do for you right now. Yes? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the deathless tempest. Alright, let's help see his mission through. So Gilman has an aura trail that extends behind him. Press B to snap to the end of the trail in an aura slash. So worms are a little difficult to control, essentially. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman set forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. So we now need to traverse the reef. So, we can swim around like this, jump with X, and we can slither with our right trigger, and then slash does that. So this... Alright. Hark! Yonder lies the foul spawn of unfathomed plurns, boiling the seas with their wrath. Alright? The sea titan, once slain by the scribe under King Orez, her brood lie dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world. The Book of Rites. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Orez started. Banish the foul spawn. Alright. Press B to slash the end of Gilman's trail. Ah, the bubbles. We need to get to the bubbles. Yep, it's just getting you used to the controls, because these things, the worms, they control really weirdly. But you can use them to do like a really quick attack. Uh-oh. Hold it there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight, to your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth, lest this night checked. Here you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! What have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare to charge the Tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight, if you so dare as well. Ah! Pyre Hearts! Banish him! This is an order! Determine the Wyrm Knights who perceive the rights as great battles to be won, led by the Wyrms Sir Deluge. The only update was, it's now being led by Sir Deluge rather than our character Gillian. Banish the Pyre Hearts. Alright. There's... Oh, you want some of this? Y'all want some of this? Whoops. Did you see, Gilman? You shall ever be inferior, even amongst the weakest of our kind. Yeah, I'm not very good with worms. Gilman? Where did you go? Gilman? Gilman! Did I call him Gillian? I called him Gillian earlier. Oops. But Sir Gilman's banishment served as the perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries in return to his newfound allies. So I didn't get the bonus that would have come from this. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Oh, wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head! Gilman! So yeah, that would have been like a bonus, something from that, but it's hardly necessary, and I'm not very good with playing the worms. There are a lot of characters you get to play in this game. As the day wears on, there's still no sign of the Wyrm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Wyrm Knight. And more importantly, that little Tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer and subside. They just turned the alpha channels all the way to 0, didn't they? Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be all right with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Wyrm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Night Wings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed the path north for you. Let's bid him welcome. Alright, you've not yet been to this region of the downside. Sir Gilman revealed a gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. Let's go that way. We got ourselves another party member. Well, here we are in the Deathless Tempest. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Wyrm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Uh-huh. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Uh-huh. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with you. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then, let me be the first to say, let's go. You are on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Voyage onward. Tariq? Aye, Rookie, what is it? That lute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here and we can use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Know what I mean? Aye, then let me see what I can do. Don't play the Barker's theme. Oh, but didn't get to read that, but...
Sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise.
Here we are, the Black Basin. I really don't want to interrupt this song because I love the music in this game so much. Alright, at last, your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground. Boy, get enough of the moaning. The land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Alright, sorry for talking over this, but black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forest mark the Forsaken's lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discover this, the northern landmass of the downside. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by. You can see it. Yeah, there's a couple of spoilers coming up there. Let's hear that for the moment. Alright, so we have something new. Sir Gilman's Crest. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth oft sought by Wyrm Knights. And, yep, still no bell. Alright, Sir Gilman. You wish to say something. I love the song, I do, but man, I'm trying to read here. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules, a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! This exile who refuses to obey the rules, as they were written by the Under King Orders and his 7 friends, deserve neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. By the way, I really haven't talked to Sandra. You call upon me for some purpose, my reader. Sarah deems none of your fellow exiles worthy of her time right now. I'll check back with her later. What's on your mind? So then, we are back on solid land, or something like it, Then this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves just might descend from on high and strike me down with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader, sometimes it keeps me going, not that I have any real choice. Now, we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Alright, that's a bitter farewell. Until our next appointment. So yeah, there we go. We're not in the sea. Why are there fish outside the port hall when we're not in the ocean currently? Whatever. So yeah, let's survey our surroundings. You find that Hedwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I have come back. Faye returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. Please tell me you did not touch it. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish live in the pools or rock nearby. Oh, poor Tizo. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If you travel by the light of dawn, the shadows in the crags may very well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Trieste. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The exile harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. The exiles of the high-wing remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me, for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. The high-wing remnants are the last surviving faction of the winged harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androboles, the Ix. Ninth, that's ninth. Negotiate with them? Then Hedwin steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how to best go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jodario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice my vocations. Alright. No one wants to speak in the back wagon. You know, let me see. I could try and forge more stuff, but teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. How about we do this? I don't think I've done this yet. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. So, Jodario does not need any mentoring. She's at the highest level. You know, this guy's gonna need a little help. He's way down here. Let's mentor him. This knight shall be your eager protege. You illustrate to Sir Gilman some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as one of mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. So yeah, a little bit of an XP boost. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness! Alright, now I'm going to choose a mastery. We can either go Depths of the Sea Journer, right masteries enhancing a Wyrm's carefree and unpredictable nature. The Underking traveled across all the seas and survived many perilous adventures. Or the Tactics of the Underking, right masteries enhancing a Wyrm's maneuvers inspired by their traditional undersea warfare. There is no limbless undersea-faring warrior who has surpassed Underking auras, though his kind keeps trying. So we can after you banish an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. Or, if Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. You know, I kind of want to get this one. Wow, this knight has never before understood the value of the written word. There we go. So yeah, now let's continue on our journey. The path to freedom beckons you to press on. Which way do we want to go? Lone Minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the Harps via this path. The high road to the Nest of Trieste is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. Or, the low road into the Nest of Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. Jodariel wishes to avoid the Harps by staying on low ground. Do I want to trust the Minstrel? I've already made Jodariel mad once. Let's go on the Black Shore. It's probably a big mistake. The shattered lands of Black Shore proved difficult to traverse for the Black Wagon. The low road to the Nest of Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. The land beyond the Sea of Solace extrudes from the ocean on a bed of black glass. Ugh. Jodariel searches for a solid path forward, to little avail. Fie on these blasted lands. How are we to proceed through this? Perhaps I may be of some assistance. This place is not so unfamiliar to me, nor are its hidden denizens. Please remain with the others until I return, madam. I shall not be long. The minstrel disappears into the cliffs before Jodariel can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. Last time that one disappeared on us, we searched him for days. But this time, he soon returns. I have secured safe passage through the Nest of Trieste. We may proceed. One of the downside celestial landmarks, the exiled harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. Secured safe passage with whom, exactly? Just then, a winged woman dives down from the sky. She looks Jodariel up and down, and then she soars away without a word. The lone minstrel says nothing more, either. Jodariel's scowl deepens. For centuries, the Commonwealth withstood the high-winged remnant's treacherous assaults, thanks to soldiers such as she. Jodariel lost -4 hope for the next right. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're not playing with Jodariel this next map. No way. At last you arrive at the Nest of Trieste, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent, and they remain watching now. Alright, ooh, we got the hunt for myrrh. Alright, let's read that page. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. Interesting. Well, there's that. There you are again, my lovely reader. How may I be of service? Can't ask her what's on her mind, so let's just head out. Okie doke. I don't think we're gonna like what's gonna happen here. Although Slugmark's got something new. Oh, hey, you guys, what brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside. All right, we have 10 coins. We don't really have anything worth selling. Those all cost 18. You know, I will pick this up. And I will pick this up. There we go. Thanks, guys. Good luck in that thing you're going to tonight. No problem. All right. I should be able to mess around with talismans once I go into the next rite. Well, actually, I'm taking a look at my clock here. There's been a massive lore dump, and I'm going to end the episode off here because some stuff is going to get crazy. So, next episode, we're going to commence the rite and see what happens. Crazily, it is going to be interesting. Until next time, everybody, take care.